Hey everybody, this is at Bucerias Joel here on YouTube. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal. Bienvenidos to another video here at Casa de la Familia Goralski. If you're new to the channel, well, bienvenidos. YouTube must have pushed you to us for some reason, so make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and toggle the notification bell if you want to see more videos on what it's like for us to live in beautiful Bucerias, Mexico. Been living here 11 years now. Anyways, welcome to today's video. I thought it would be kind of interesting. I was reading Conde Nast the other day, and the top 10 hotels as per Conde Nast for 2024 here in Mexico. And you know, I would have thought that it was all beach hotels and nothing but beach hotels, but as it turns out, there's very little that made their top 10 list that's on the beach. And I thought this would be kind of an interesting video to do and kind of give you my take on it. Mexico is a big country. A lot of people really kind of think it's all about the beach, but Mexico is so much more. It's a land of vibrant culture. There's a ton of history. We've traveled throughout all of Mexico, and by virtue of all the road trips we've done, it really sunk home as to how diverse the landscapes are. Now, at the end of the day, this beautiful country offers so much more than just beaches. There's lots of colonial towns, and all these colonial towns, no matter if they're small or large, are like just brimming with history. And a lot of times you go into like the town centers, and it just has a very unique feel to it. I wouldn't want to say it's like European, because I don't want to say Mexico is a European-inspired country. I mean, it does come from European ancestry, but Mexico is a country of its own character, a country of its own very unique history, and a country that is just very diverse. And after 11 years of being here, obviously it's my favorite country in the world because we decided to stay. Anyways, as I said, today we're going to dive into Conde Nast Travelers 2024 Reader Choice Awards to explore the top 10 hotels right here in Mexico. The article itself really just showcases the best, what the country has to offer, and it really goes beyond the sun and the sand. And that's why I really wanted to bring this video to all of you today. So starting at number one, we find ourselves in the charming town of San Miguel de Allende. And as some of you may know, if you watched some of my videos before, I have been to San Miguel once. Shot a bunch of videos there with the old Moving to Mexi.co channel. Really loved it. And Jillian and I want to plan a trip back to San Miguel de Allende because she wasn't able to attend that last trip that I was able to do. And the first hotel that made Conde Nast Travelers Award is on our list. And this is exactly where we're going to stay. It's Casa de Sierra Nevada. So up one spot from last year's Conde Nast list, this hotel really seems to balance the history of San Miguel with all the modern luxuries. That's really kind of what drew my attention to it in the article. And what I think is kind of cool is that the rooms are all housed in these multiple historic buildings. Now, for me, that offers an experience that feels both timeless and indulgent at the same time. Now, one of the other perks with this hotel, and Jillian and I would certainly love this feature, is it has a really beautiful, luxurious spa. And finally, having 3 restaurants, being a foodie, as a lot of you may know, that makes super delicious food, makes it even that much more appealing. So just down the street from Casa Sierra second place is the Rosewood. And, you know, I know it's kind of like a toss-up between the two, and maybe on our trip we'll split it between these, go to Casa Sierra, and then spend the last half at the Rosewood, San Miguel de Allende. And Conde Nast highlights that this is a favorite among weekend visitors and destination weddings. And what I really love is the colonial grandeur, mixed with the vibrant modern touches. Another cool feature is that there's a rooftop lounge, and again, like Casa Sierra Nevada, there are 3 amazing restaurants to choose from. This hotel really seems to capture the essence of San Miguel's elegance. Now, if you've watched my videos, you know that I love, and I mean just love Mexico City. The city has really come into its own over the past several years, and it's become a major international destination. Well, it does lack the colonial charm of San Miguel because of its sheer size. There are many pockets of the city, and this is what I really love about it, that will give you that same exact vibe. But the only difference is it's just amped up a bit, just amped up with the electricity of being in Mexico City. And personally, I really like that. Now, Conde Nast lists the Four Seasons Hotel in Mexico City as its third place choice. And I've yet to stay there, but it's 100% on our bucket list. Hey, Jillian? Jillian's right beside me, and I think she's sent me the video to the Four Seasons Hotel multiple times. But I look at the price list, and it's always, well, maybe we can stay there next time. But anyways, it's definitely on the bucket list, and if you can see by the videos, it's really, really just a beautiful laid out hotel and a great iconic location, which is the Paseo de la Reforma. Another cool feature of the Four Seasons Hotel is the rooftop pool and spa that draws inspiration from Mexico's ancestral traditions. And it's nice that the Four Seasons actually kept that or made that part of it. Now, I guess a top 10 list would not be a top 10 list without the beach locations, but where did they go? Did they come to Vallarta? I was actually surprised that the Four Seasons Punta de Mira did not hit this list, but we're going out to the Baja California Sur, Paradero Todos Santos, and that's at number 4. Now, I haven't stayed there yet because I haven't even been to the Baja yet, but the Baja, again, is on our list. And after being in Mexico 11 years, I'm kind of actually a little bit surprised that we haven't made the Baja. It really is one of those places that we want to visit. And the Paradero Todos Santos definitely is on the list. And why I like it, because, we do love a little bit of adventure. We're not major energetic travelers, but it does offer experiences like surfing if you're into it, hiking if you want to do it, and for me, like biking, literally right outside my room. And it's kind of that spot that gives you a taste of Baja California's wild side, but with the bonus of a world-class spa and, get this, a Michelin Guide listed restaurant. So honestly, I'd just love to visit for that blend of nature and luxury for that reason alone. Now, Conde Nast stayed in the Baja to go to number 5, and that is Hotel San Cristobal. It's really in a laid-back surf town of Todos Santos, which is ranked now 5th on the list. Now, from everything I've read, this hotel really embodies that chill, low-key vibe that defines the area. Simple and yet stylish, with hand-stamped tiles, polished concrete walls. It feels like the kind of place where you could just kind of like kick back and relax and soak in the local surf town culture without sacrificing the luxury. Now, it's definitely on my list for the future Baja trips. Like, Conde Nast actually made this really easy for us because now almost every one of these hotels is on my list. So going back to the capital, Mexico City, we're going into number 6, and that's Las Alcobas Luxury Collection Hotel. And it is located in Polanco, which is, if some of you may know, one of the most high-end neighborhoods in Mexico City. I guess kind of like think of the Beverly Hills of old. Like, that is Polanco, and Las Alcobas really leans into that luxury experience. Although we haven't stayed there because we tend to stay in a couple different areas when we are in Mexico City, the hotel has a reputation for its ultra-modern interiors, its sophisticated vibe. One thing that stands out to me when I was looking through the video and the photos is their bathrooms. The mood lighting, the hydrotherapy jets, and they even had a soap menu, which I thought was kind of cool. It's like they thought of every tiny detail to make that special stay of yours completely unforgettable. Now, Conde Nast still stays in Mexico City for number 7, and they move over to the St. Regis. Now, the St. Regis is known for going all out when it comes to service, and their Mexico City location seems to live up to that reputation. From spacious rooms to a variety of dining options, it's one of those places where you can experience the luxury of a city high-rise while still feeling a personal touch. I love that they even have a rooftop helicopter service. Not that I think I'd be in the position to use it, but it is kind of neat. It's kind of like the ultimate way to make an entrance if you're in the mood for something extra special. Now, coming in at number 8, and actually both Jillian and I are super excited about this because it's the Nobu Hotel. The Nobu Hotel, and Nobu is like one of our favorite Japanese restaurants in the world, and it's the Nobu Hotel in Los Cabos. Now, Nobu is known, as we all know, worldwide for its luxury and cuisine, and the Cabo location seems to be no exception. Now, while we haven't visited this property yet, it is on the list, and the reason being is the thought of 10 different dining options, including a champagne bar and the Japanese-inspired room design, sounds pretty amazing. Sounds like a pretty incredible and special trip. Now, I think the icing on the cake really is going to come down to those views of the Gulf of California. And from this spot, I'm looking at the video, but in person, I can imagine that it must be absolutely stunning. Now, for anyone planning a trip to Cabo, this seems like a place to seriously consider. Now, rounding out the list at number 9, we head back to San Miguel de Allende with Hotel Matilda. Now, it's a boutique hotel that feels like an art gallery with contemporary artwork throughout and a sleek, modern design. What really stands out to me when I look at the videos and the photos are the crisp white bed sheets dressed with Egyptian cotton linens. At least that's what they say in the description. And the other cool thing, which looks pretty awesome, is their infinity pool. It's that kind of understated luxury that feels fresh and artistic. Now, if you're into design and modern touches, Matilda seems like a place that you really, really need to consider and check out. All right, so finally we are back to Mexico City, and this is a hotel that I have actually stayed at, and that's the W Mexico City. And I can tell you, it really does actually live up to the description. It's modern, it's chic, and it's located in the heart of Mexico City. I love the stone bathrooms that actually double as sunrooms, and you can literally kick back in a hammock while enjoying the view. It's a perfect mix of trendy, comfortable, with a signature W vibe that's all about style and service. Well, that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this list of the top 10 hotels to visit if you're traveling to Mexico. I think it's pretty diverse, and I am going to actually try to make a few more videos like this in the future and dive a little bit deeper into other publications that are coming up with their reader choice ideas or reader choice recommendations of where to stay. I think it's kind of cool. And then maybe over time we can start generating a list of all these various hotel recommendations that have been brought to you from our videos. If you have any thoughts, comment below. Like, what would you like to see us do a video on? Is it boutique hotels? Is it the most cost-effective hotels? Luxury collection? You tell me. Comment below. And again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and toggle that notification bell so that these videos are sent to you the moment we put them out. All right, everybody. Thanks again for joining us for another video. Hope you really like this. I'm going to try to turn this again into a series. And on that note, nos vemos. Hasta luego and adiós desde casa de la familia Goralski aquí en Buenos Aires, México. Adiós.